Oh my god. Fellas, I gotta tell you something. Because I honestly, I need to explain this to someone. Because I couldn't say anything in the moment. I had to deal with a bit of a situation earlier. And I'm breaking out the MS Paint for this. So you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Because I don't think I can describe it otherwise. Your girl was at the gym earlier. You know, as you do. And there was another individual at the gym with me. Okay. And I like doing, you know, like warm-ups or whatever on the treadmill. And so if we have treadmill here. Okay, this is treadmill number 1, treadmill number 2, and I'm over here on treadmill number 2. And there's like, you know, there's more treadmills this way, more treadmills this way, but I'm over here on treadmill number, this is gonna be me, okay? I look very much like a cat, but that's okay. This is me on treadmill number 2. You know, just doing normal things, being all buff and whatever, right? And for some reason, so this guy hops onto the treadmill next to me. Perfectly fine. You know, whatever. It happens, right? It happens. It's normal. It's normal. For some reason, the guy on the treadmill next to me, the only way I can describe this, starts like making love to said treadmill. Is the only way that I can fucking describe it. So normally, you know, when you use a treadmill, like you might walk forward, you might maybe incline walk, something like that. This man, first of all, he was dressed like he was in like an 80s workout video. So he had on like a sweatband and he had like, you know, he had like the sweatbands all over him and stuff and like the workout shorts. That was the first thing. The second thing was, so at first he just walked up and like, instead of just like, you know, stopping on the treadmill, you know, setting his speed, he like ran up and he like instantly jumped and he started running. And I was like, okay, maybe he's short on time, right? Whatever. So he's running full speed ahead. And I was like, okay, all right, this guy is going for it, right? Then he stops it entirely, stands on the treadmill for a few seconds, starts running backwards. Okay. He starts running backwards on the treadmill. I was like, okay, listen, hey, it's not something I do, but hey, it's probably a good workout, right? I don't know. Then he stops, and this is a type of treadmill that has like arms, right? Then he stops again. And normally, like, I don't normally care, okay? I don't normally care about anybody else's workout. I'm doing my own thing. I don't give a fuck. But he stops, and then he starts stretching on the treadmill. But it's not just like, you know, holding your leg up, like doing like one of these things, like, you know, stretching. No. He starts stretching on the treadmill like this. Like this? Like these are his legs. So, like at first I was like, okay, he's just stretching, right? At first I was like, okay, he's just stretching. He's stretching, right? Like people stretch, whatever. But then he's stretching like this. And then he turns his body, he rotates his hips so that like his ass is this way. And then he's reaching and he's holding his foot and he starts bouncing at that point. Okay. He starts bouncing. So there he is. I'm just minding my own fucking business, trying my best to mind my own fucking business while this man is this way, like this, ass on the treadmill, like this, bouncing on it, dude. Bouncing on it crazy style, bouncing on that shit wild style. And I'm like, maybe he's getting a good stretch in, maybe, but like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm normally very non-judgmental, but like, he's making sure the treadmill was sturdy. I don't know. It was bizarre though. Friend or stranger, complete stranger. I have no idea who this man was. I have no idea. And this whole situation spanned within like, it was definitely less than 10 minutes. So he was running forward, running backwards, stopped, and then started like bouncing on it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, bro? That man looks very sus. Now, this is how he looked. This is what I'm saying. This is how he looked. He was like full leg spread eagle bouncing on the fucking treadmill. And I'm like trying to mind my own business and I'm like, this man is... The best thing I could say is that he was like making love to the treadmill, bro. I needed to describe that situation to you guys because obviously I didn't say anything at the moment. And like, it's one thing to like, it's one thing to stretch, okay? It's one thing to stretch. You could stretch your legs. You can, you know, use, I want to say, you can use like, if you want to use like the arms or something to like balance yourself. If you want to like use the arms to balance yourself, maybe stretch the back of your leg, something like that. Like, of course, it's completely acceptable. Even like doing like a lean forward stretch kind of thing, completely acceptable. This? What are you doing? The only thing I could imagine is that he's just practicing to bounce on it. That was all I could see. I was like, if he was using the treadmill as a replacement for another machine that was busy, that's all I can think of in terms of, yeah. And it was weird. It was weird because it was like relatively empty because I go at such a weird time most of the time. Maybe he was just trying really hard to unstick his balls from his leg discreetly. He didn't have to, he didn't have to bounce on it though. He could have like, maybe like squatted. I don't know how, I've never unsticked my balls. But maybe like squatting or something would have been more appropriate than like putting your leg on the top of a treadmill and just like bouncing your ass. Like he was like straight up, he was straight up twerking on it. And you know what? He was hella flexible. I'll give him that. Because his legs were doing like a, it was like, he was doing a split and then he was like, he was hella flexible. He was doing a split and then he was like bouncing. This is so weird to describe it. It was such a weird experience. Next time you're on the treadmill, you're gonna have to ask yourself if someone's balls have been on the buttons. Bro, I always clean equipment before and after I use it. And I know that it's like typically just like etiquette to clean after you use it. I always clean before because I don't trust other people to clean it. And then we got this guy going fucking wild style on it. If your foot is up in the treadmill, something's wrong. It's up on the treadmill. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I was like, and I'm sitting right next to him, right? I'm right fucking next to it. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think, honestly, I think the thing that really sold it for me too was the fact that he had like a bubble ass. The fact that he had like a bubble ass. There was no looking away. Like, he had a bubble ass. The thing was fucking like like he had an ass, bro. He had hella ass, which made the whole situation so much worse. Of course he chose to do this right next to you. That's what I'm saying too. There was treadmills. There was empty treadmills to the left of me, empty treadmills to the right of me. He just went right next to me and started bouncing on this one. Anyways, that's my guy twerking at the gym rant.